Sorry about that. My uncle, is gay, and he knows that I identify as some level of queer. And the recent anti-queer violence, I'm not going to go too deep into because I don't want to depress this stream. But the recent violence not only literally happened, less than 5 miles from where I used to live, but also was at a club that I actually knew of. Never went to, because I've never been a club person. But it was, fairly close to where I lived. I actually knew of it. Had never gone. And he wanted to see if I knew anybody, if I was aware of anybody that I knew that was injured, or unfortunately killed. He was kind of checking. We have some, I have some family friends, or, personal friends, my best friends still up in Colorado. And we have family friends up there, so we want to check to see, was I aware of anything? Thankfully, nobody that I know was involved. Terrible that anyone was. But, he just wanted to follow up and check and just kind of make sure nothing special, nothing terrible had happened. And wanted to catch up a little bit. And I do want to explore a little bit because I saw on the radar that there might be, so there been talking. I've been muted. So yeah, sorry about that longer phone call. My uncle is gay and knows that I am queer. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I don't want to depress the stream. But the recent I wasn't muted for the uncle conversation. Well, crap. Thought I was muted for that. Okay. Whoops. But, yeah, so, he was just kind of, following up, because he knew that, the recent, anti-queer violence happened, very, very close to where I lived about 10 years ago. And, reasonably close to where I grew up, the actual place in question, less than 5 miles from my house. So he wanted to see, did I, anybody I knew, I guess he was checking, given me a depression, he was checking to see, I guess, did I need any comfort in case anybody I knew was involved. Thankfully, no one I knew was involved. I actually knew the club in question. Had never gone there, because that's not my scene. But I knew of the club. I know where it is. I know that area. And then he wanted to catch up because he and I haven't talked in a couple weeks. So I'm gonna have to call him probably tomorrow morning. But yeah, I thought I had muted myself. Apparently, I had not. So we're still trying to figure out what the trigger is for Palmo's evolution. And Medivh had let slip. I wasn't muted for the Uncle Conversation. Okay, so for the phone call, I was muted. My explanation. Okay, it looked muted. Like on OBS, it said I was muted. So I wonder if I accidentally just touched something and just didn't register it or something. So we know. So Medivh let slip that there's something weird about Palmo's evolution. There's something, you know. I'm going to use the word abnormal here. There is an abnormal aspect to Palmo's evolution. So the question is, what is it? So one of the things that I was watching while I was on the phone call is that there was an idle animation. That happened when I was just standing around, you know, kind of paused. And I was wondering if that idle animation had something to do with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna idle for a few moments. I just want to see what Palmo does. There was, you know, there was some movement and was some activity that happened previously. Okay, so here was one of the things. It was running around and... brought this back. Now Palmo sleeps. So I've been, you know, I've been kind of off and on looking for an evolution trigger. But I'm not really seeing anything that strikes me as an evolution. Now, we're not going to know until Palmo levels up again to know, like, did anything that we did, you know, in the past minute actually count. I'm also not seeing, like, we saw the Chanseys, but I'm actually not seeing anything else spawn here on the list of rare spawns. So we're looking for, you know, a Floatzel. I haven't seen a Floatzel spawn. We are looking for Chansey. We've only seen one Chansey spawn. So I wonder if it's more on this side of the river that I have to be in order to see these spawns. Okay, let's go engage this person. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Corvus Squire to the front. Hey, you talked to me, thanks. Now let's battle. Well, yeah, Medivh had confirmed that Palmo has a unique Evo. We also got the House Mouse, and the House Mouse also apparently has both a unique and silent Evo, which is interesting. That's not something that I was expecting. It actually evolved on its own, kind of in the background. I just happened to notice it when I was looking at my party list. I'm actually gonna have to step away again in just a minute. Things like frozen stuff out. lose battle first, and then I should be, like, I should be free for him. Go ahead and save right now. I'm gonna go ahead and run ads. So all these ads will take care of things for a while. I push back auto ads for a while. We'll do some other ads. That way auto ads are gonna be off for a while. Pre-rolls will be off for over an hour. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get back to it. We do have Corvus Squire, which I guess I can start throwing out. It should be able to take stuff out on its lonesome. Given the time of day has rolled over, I am kind of thinking we're not going to see an Espeon up here. I already have an Umbreon. I'll go back to the lead. Hopefully this is an actual Chansey. Excuse? Okay, I encountered that Chansey. I touched that Chansey. I don't know what the game decided to do there. Squire. Okay. No, I did not want Pommo to level up. That sucks. Okay, that's fine. One thing I've begun to really like about the game's graphical style that I was noticing while I was on the phone and am really appreciating is that they have put in a wide variety of just smaller visual touches that do well to kind of communicate the living of this world. So things like, for example, we're seeing it right now on the rain. There's these little gusts that come up. And that's just something that happens in actual rain, is that, you know, wind blows and shatters raindrops, and that leads to these little gusts like that. In a lot of games, you just see the rain. You don't see that. Then also, like, I'm looking at the grass, and the grass does billow with the wind. There's a slight sheen that comes with it. And those are just things that actually happen in real life that kind of help to, you know, trigger the illusion of a certain level of reality. Obviously, we're looking at, you know, cartoony things, stuff like that, so you're not going to see photorealism in any way. And honestly, I think this game would be more of a horror game if we were going for photorealism. But lots of just these little touches that, I care about. A lot of these little touches definitely go a long way to, kind of sell the environment. Excuse me. Chansey, need you to be able to pinata. Damn, Pommo, go off. That's experience. I mean, we got experience. Not quite as much as I would have liked, but we got experience. What are we looking at here? So, have a... Oh, it's a Routes. I actually want that. My dumb ass should have filled my water bottle when I got up. Ow. I love this song. This song is so good. Like, this song is just... I love this song so much. There's just so many... There's so many aspects to it that just tickle me in exactly the right way. Okay, so we needed a routes because just my living dex was missing a routes. So now we have one. Awesome. Okay, so now we are gradually working our way up this mountain. I do also really appreciate that, Paldea isn't flat. Like, I know that, you know, if we go look at, other Pokemon games, like, most Pokemon games, they're not flat, right? Like, you look at the environment, you know, you look at, you know, for example, if we go look at, Let's Go, right? You know, we have mountains, right? We have Mount Moon that we go in, we have, the Indigo Plateau where the Elite Four is, you know, the game isn't flat, but it feels flat. You know, there's not really a lot of verticality in that game. And you know, it's because of the graphical style. Hamrupt, the eruption Pokemon, if angered, the humps on its back erupt in a shower of molten lava. It lives in the craters of the volcano. And that's kind of been an ongoing thing in many Pokemon games, where we do kind of have the illusion of verticality in the game, but we don't have the actuality of verticality. If that phrase makes, you know, any level of sense whatsoever, and I somehow doubt that it does. There isn't verticality. Like, the game is, even though we want the game to look otherwise, the game is flat. You know, it's, you don't have that. If we look at, you know, if we look at something like, you know, let's say, Arceus. Actually, you know, let's take a step back for a second and look at, we can go look at Sword and Shield, right? Sword and Shield did have some level of verticality. We saw it in the mountains on the way to Winden. We saw it on Isle of Armor. We saw it on the Crown Tundra. There was some level of verticality, but it was this very kind of, very geometric verticality, right? Like, it was, we had a mountain, but it was a mountain for the sake of being a mountain. It wasn't, it was a mountain because it was an important place, in the game. Not a mountain because the game just needed a mountain. And that's something that a lot of Pokemon games have done. You know, we're not getting, Corpus Squire again. Backpacker's only weakness is Steel-type move. Really? Sure. But a lot of the mountains, you know, you get because the game needs a mountain, right? You know, we get, you know, in Diamond and Pearl, we have, you know, Mount Sinnoh in the middle, or whatever it's called. Get back, let's go. Harsh sunlight, okay. You know, you just have this mountain middle because the game needed a mountain. You know, you have in Emerald, kind of the same thing. We had a volcano because the game needed a volcano. Arceus did it a little bit different. Arceus did have a lot of verticality, but since the game wasn't connected, you know, kind of universally, the verticality that we got in Arceus ended up being more, these are barriers, more than that they are actual verticality. And then if it wasn't a barrier, it was because, Bari Giraffe. Oh, that's right, there's an evolution to this thing now. But, you know, there wasn't a lot of verticality there either. Here, we have mountains and rolling hills and things and valleys, not because they're needed for any reason, but because the game just has mountains and valleys. Like, they're not needed, we just have them. And that is an awesome thing to have. Darn, you saw through my lie. Yeah, I did, in fact. Corvisquire's evolving. So I really like that, like, we're climbing a mountain here. It just feels good. Right. The Raven Pokemon. Although its wings have partly turned to steel and become heavy as a result, this Pokemon flies through the sky with ease. We need to get a Rookidee, and we need another Corvisquire. Let's roll back. I think it's Fox 2, right? Drop this on in. Okay. But I need to get myself another small live, so that way we can get whatever the third evolution here. I could go do that now, but it's something that can wait. I'm not really worried about it. Need another Knackle. Knackly, so I can get a third evolution here. Guess we're going to Charcadet. First thing I'm going to check with Charcadet. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. It strikes me as maybe wanting to be French. Not 100%. Orchidea, maybe? I don't know. Let's just take a look and see. Is this a... Not a Firestone evolution. Okay, that was the first thing I wanted to see. Okay. Combo back to lead. Probably transition to a non-combo lead soon. When, like, Gabite gets maybe 3 more levels, I'm thinking. Okay, I have 2 directions I can go. I can go to the right and to the left. It looks like it don't matter all that much which direction I go in. Let's go ahead and let Gabite take the lead here. Right. The Academy has a secret. If you can defeat me, I'll take the Academy's big secret. Success. Vital, student. Edol. Camera is so weird. Like, I can never see my pokes. Oh, Toxic sucks. Okay, how many pokes does he have? He has 2, so we're gonna go ahead and Bulldoze. Then take out Toxicroak. And then I'll probably swap for a second poke, so that way, That way, that bite does not take too much damage. Clowitzer. Okay, don't have a good solution for Clowitzer other than Pomo. But I need to find some level of coverage. I still don't have a second poke, or a third poke, rather, because, let's face it, Pomo is basically my second permanent poke right now. But I haven't really decided on a third poke that is, you know, kind of a good permanent party member. If Pomo had better stats or a better electric move, then it would definitely be good at taking out water. Got something that takes out grass. I'm not terribly worried about fire. Rose. Yolu wants Vacuum Wave. I don't know that move. User whirls its fist and sends a wave of pure vacuum at the target first. I mean, the special attack is not very good. I think we're gonna wait on that. No, I don't want Will-O-Wisp. Okay, what's the secret? I lost, and I guess I have no choice but to spill the beans. Yeah, tell me the secret. Oh, Bronzor evolution. Get the ding dong. Bronzong. It brought rains by opening portals to another world. It was revered as a bringer of plentiful harvests. Burn block. Not interested. Bronzong into a box. On. Okay, Bronzong goes into a box. I guess now it's time for Barboach. Which one? Higher level. 12, 16, doesn't really matter. Okay. Coach into the party. Okay, what's the secret? Academy had some kind of big brouhaha back when I first enrolled. All the teachers at the time quit. Teachers we've got now were all hired after that. Ah, so that's Team Star, okay. That gives us some details about what Team Star is. Okay, these are Winter. Helio. Follow up, let health, we antidote. Get our Winter Sawsbuck knocked out. Ow. That was unpleasant. Don't do that again. Damn. Okay. Definitely seeing lots of issues because Pomo hasn't evolved yet. Okay, I'll let a bite go in. Hopefully I don't kill it with Bulldoze. Okay, cool. That's kind of exactly where I want it to be. Alrighty then. No, don't get out of the Pokeball. Stay paralyzed. Great ball. Oh, there's some. Are those Go-Goats or are those Skiddos? Ah. Skiddos. That all of my... Is that all the Sawsbucks? Do we have 4 total Sawsbucks now? All types. Elders levels up. There are many enthusiasts for Sawsbuck as a species. This seasonal form in particular, not very popular. I like winter. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So,